What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. This time we're going to be analysing the Manchester City 2-0 home victory over Cardiff City in the Premier League. Of course, it was our game in hand. Liverpool are playing a game though on Friday, and so our actual game in hand is actually a match against Manchester United away, but this was the match that was meant to be on Saturday, but of course, because we're in FA Cup action, that was why we were playing today. So we're going to crack on with all that is to talk about with this game. And first things first, Phil Foden. I predicted it correctly in my video. In the last video, I said that he'd start. Some people were disagreeing, saying it wasn't the time for Phil Foden to be getting starts. It's the business end of the season. Fully understand people's opinions on that one. However, I felt that if there's ever a time for Phil Foden to get a start this season, this was the game. With so many big games coming up, it was a good chance here to get some rest for players like Gundogan. I thought De Bruyne might have had a rest too, but he didn't, considering he played in the last game. But certainly for David Silva and Bernardo Silva, who weren't used at all in this game, which is good, so they're nice and fresh going into the big games like the FA Cup, Champions League, etc. Phil Foden was in, obviously didn't look out of place. We saw Danilo start, we saw John Stones start, Fernandinho, Kevin De Bruyne, Riyad Mahrez, Leroy Sané, Gabriel Jesus. Manchester City's bench, listen to this, it's unbelievable. Muric, Vincent Kompany, Kyle Walker, Ilkay Gundogan, David Silva, Bernardo Silva and Raheem Sterling. That is plague full of quality. Wow, that is some serious quality right there on Manchester City's bench. For Cardiff, they didn't put out the under-23s like Neil Warnock said. They went with Hoylett, Niasse up front, Gunnarsson in the middle. We saw Bennett on the left. We saw Etheridge starting goal too. Strong team. Not the strongest team they could have gone for, because Arthur wasn't playing. Apparently, though, he's a yellow card away from a suspension. So he wouldn't be, if he got a yellow card, wouldn't be able to have played in the big relegation 6-pointer coming up between Cardiff City and Burnley. And so that was why he wasn't playing in this game. So we're going to crack on by talking about this game. 6 minutes in, the dream start. Laporte just slides in Kevin De Bruyne on the left without looking. He just hits it and it goes in. Now the goalkeeper Etheridge, it was about a yard off his line. He stepped forward anticipating the pullback. It allowed Kevin De Bruyne then to be able to smash it past him. Well, kind of just right through the goal and into the far corner. A good goal. Not too sure if he meant it or not, and I presume that's what Neil Warnock was having a laugh with Edison about, and also Kevin De Bruyne at the end about did he mean it or not. I'm not too sure that he did, but Kevin De Bruyne might claim that he did. But yeah, either way, the goal has done Kevin De Bruyne a world of good, and he put in a very good performance in this game, and so hopefully we'll see more of Kevin De Bruyne getting back to the performances that he was putting in like he was last season. Now, we saw Kyle Walker come on for Zinchenko early in the first half. Zinchenko went off injured. I'm hoping it isn't a serious injury, considering we've got Mendy and Delph who are already injury prone. We're a bit short at left back, so I presume we may well see Danilo at left back for the next game, along with Kyle Walker at right back. They both picked up little knocks too, so I'm hoping there isn't anything serious, but Zinchenko's, I think, is a hamstring injury, so at the bare minimum I imagine it'll be at least a couple of weeks, few weeks out, so 2-3 weeks. If that isn't serious, if it's a bit more serious, we might be looking at 4, 5, 6 weeks. That's normally what a hamstring injury is, and so hopefully Zinchenko will be able to recover soon, and we'll be able to have him back fighting fit, because he's had a great season. Now, considering it was 1-0 up, that was good, but we had chances galore. Gabriel Jesus missed a couple of good chances, one which was well saved. Phil Foden skied one, Fernandinho skied one, Leroy Sané missed a couple of free kicks at similar angles that he scored a couple in the Champions League this season, you know, with a big dip into the, well, right near the post, and so the goalkeeper can't save them. Tried that, weren't too far away with one of them, the other one went straight into the arms whilst he was trying to wrong foot Etheridge, which was well saved. However, 44 minutes in, just before half-time, corner, 1-2 play between Mahrez and Kevin De Bruyne. Mahrez is in on his right foot, weaker foot, puts the ball in, it's deep, onto Gabriel Jesus' chest. He just chests it down, and Leroy Sané is there ready to fire first time, no control or anything, just hits it low, power with speed into the bottom corner. Beautiful finish, nerves settled, 2-0. Good statement this, because Liverpool have been struggling. They don't struggle to get 1-0 ahead, they struggle getting that second goal and allowing teams back into the games, and what it does if you score two, particularly the first two in the first half, it near enough just kills the game. And that's where we was at half time, comfortable, kind of felt like it was job done. Cardiff not really in it. Manchester City got their goal early, and so it took away their game plan. Manchester City had a good opportunity here to make some gains on goal difference. Already got quite a healthy goal difference. We had a good chance here to completely kill the goal difference. Felt like Foden hadn't looked out of place, which is very good. I didn't think that he would look out of place. He's looked great when he's been playing for Manchester City this season. Today, no, oh yes, I should have said, no different. Kevin De Bruyne, brilliant too. Now, went into the second half. lots more missed chances for both sides. Phil Foden nearly scored a beautiful goal, well saved. He went one-on-one with the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper ended up making a good save. Speaking of one-on-ones, Nias went one-on-one with Ederson, took too many touches. Ederson came and scrambled when he really should have scored. Shouldn't have took too many touches, should have just had a shot and it'd probably have been for an easy finish. But good goalkeeping by Ederson, keeps his clean sheet, of course. Mahrez was denied a clear penalty. Once again, some poor officiating. I love VAR, but I feel like because Premier League referees are in charge of VAR, they'll still manage to make a mess of it. And also there was some good opportunities. One in particular, a great ball by Foden. Laporte ended up putting the head onto it, and it was well saved by Etheridge, but it was kind of straight at him. It's one of those where you need to put it into the ground because it makes it very difficult for goalkeepers to be able to save. But in the end, full time, 2-0, 80 points, scrappy second half. A win is a win though at this stage of the season. We've got something to work with. Clean sheet again, 6 in the last 7 games in the Premier League. Manchester City have kept clean sheets. It's meant Ederson now is only 1 behind Alisson in the clean sheets too. I thought he'd run away with it, Alisson, but Ederson pegging him back well. We'll have a look at the stats now for this game, see how they compare with each other. I suspect City might be quite dominating here with the attacking stats. And so we'll start off first with possession. City ended up having 79% possession compared to Cardiff's 21. Cardiff had 4 shots, 1 on target, which was well celebrated by their fans, which I found quite funny. City 27 shots, 11 on target, just 2 goals to show for it. So whilst we played well in this game and creating opportunities, we didn't have our clinical shooting boots on. Don't want people criticising players in the comments, by the way. In particular, people will start criticising Gabriel Jesus for missing a couple of good chances. However, in my opinion, he's one of them players that just needs game time. Give him 2, 3, 4 games, he'll end up scoring goals for you, and that's the type of player that he is. It just takes him a little while to get going. We're in a stage of the season where we can't really afford that, but he should get a start in the next game, so looking to try and get a goal in his next game and build on it from there. But we need players hitting the money kind of every single game now. We're at the business end of the season. 676 passes from Manchester City, 91% pass completion rate, 187 passes from Cardiff at a 66 pass completion rate, 22 key passes compared to Cardiff's 3, 4 clear-cut chances for City, just 2 put away. Like I said, way forward for us, always looking for improvement, is to put the ball in the back of the net. Everything else in our game was fine in my opinion. In terms of crosses, 29 crosses put in by City, connecting with 9. Cardiff put 6 balls in, ended up connecting with 2. City had more dribbles, more corners, 17 corners to 4. Incredible. City had more recoveries too. Tackles dominated. Cardiff had 14 compared with City's 11. Interceptions, Cardiff had more blocks for Cardiff, more clearances, more headed clearances. Aerial duels, Cardiff won more aerial duels too. Their goalkeeper also had 9 saves to make compared with Ederson's 1. And so, pretty dominating from Manchester City, a 2-0 win. It's what we could have hoped for. I anticipated the match between Fulham and this match, considering we just had the international break. It's always going to be tricky, and so we're picking up comfortable wins whilst keeping clean sheets. So we can't be too picky. However, we've got huge games coming up where it will demand that Manchester City play to the best of their performances. Match on the big Wembley pitch against Brighton. Matches coming up against Tottenham, both in the Champions League and Premier League. Tottenham are a very good side. Got the new stadium, obviously they're going to be very motivated, particularly for that first leg, and so it's important that we play to the best of our ability from minute 1 to minute 90. I can't say that Manchester City played to the best of their ability because they didn't put the ball in the back of the net, but if we create this many opportunities in the coming games, in the coming weeks, big games coming up, like I said, Wembley, Spurs, Crystal Palace away, Manchester United away, Burnley away, if we put our opportunities in the back of the net, we're going to come out with wins, basically, and that's what we're looking for. So City just need to just improve on their finishing, and then I'd be delighted. Kevin De Bruyne, my man of the match, though, for this game. Like I said, not the best of our performances, but win's a win. Top, we're 1 point clear of Liverpool. We've got 9 goal difference on them. We didn't make any gains in the second half, unfortunately. We just need to be more clinical for that match on Saturday. Like I said, Wembley's pitch doesn't mean you're going to create too many opportunities, so when we do, we need to put them in the back of the net and try and get to the FA Cup final. I'm hoping Zinchenko won't be out for too long. Should get some clarification, I'm hoping, in Pep's press conference, which will probably be out tomorrow, but I'll be doing my preview beforehand, so I presume that Zinchenko won't be playing, nor will Sergio Aguero. Hopefully Walker and Danilo's injuries aren't too serious and they can just work it off and they'll be able to play in the next games. But it's a big time now for Fabian Delph and Benjamin Mendy to be getting back up to scratch with their fitness. Benjamin Mendy, stop partying, instead start working on your fitness, because you kind of needed. For Cardiff though, they're in trouble. They're needing a favour off Bournemouth. They face Burnley this weekend. If they do end up winning that game, Bournemouth, then it means they're going to be 5 points behind. Cardiff will behind Burnley going into that huge game at Cardiff City Stadium, where if they can win that game they can go just 2 points behind, so relegation not not all signed and sealed just yet for Cardiff. They've still got fighting hope. They just need the next couple of results to go in their favour, and then they'll be well in it. Obviously, we've already had Fulham and Huddersfield relegated. Cardiff don't want to be going down just yet. They want to be putting up a fight. For Manchester City, though, on to the FA Cup for our next match. We're not playing in Premier League now until next Sunday, so yeah. Chance for Liverpool on Friday to be able to go back top again. They've got a difficult away match against Southampton. I'll be having a watch of that. At St Mary's too, difficult. Hopefully Southampton can do us a favour, because that would be brilliant. And so yeah, that's where we're at. So there we go, that's been the video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, press the bell, put your push notifications on. Thank you everyone for the continued support. Thank you for helping me smash past my goal of 2,500 subscribers. Your help and your support and your love is much appreciated by me, so thank you for that. We'll set a new goal probably in the next video, because we don't want to be begging for too long. You can go check out my social media links in description below and on screen. If you want to go and search for me and follow me on there, then you can do. Any helps in gains on numbers on there or on here will be much appreciated, and I'll see you all again for the next video, which will be that preview for that Wembley match for the FA Cup semi-final against Brighton and Hove Albion. That's up tomorrow, so check that out, and yeah, I'll see you then. So it's been JSGC. I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.